Hello everyone. Once again, a warm welcome to ET Inspiring Leaders North 2024. And today we have Dr. Tara Malhotra with us, and she is a renowned life coach, author, psychic, and clairvoyant. So, ma'am, once again, a very warm welcome to you. Would you like to give a brief introduction about yourself?
Uh, I have been practicing the spiritual and holistic modalities from last 18 years, and I started my journey with Times itself, and I was working with the HR department, and henceforth I was also since I'm a born clairvoyant, I used to. This skill is not acquired, not learned or something. It is something that I'm born with. So when I was here in Times, I used to, tell my co-workers that this is going to happen. You will get this percentage of promotion. Your hike will be 12%, 18%. They used to say, "How do you know?" So I used to tell them that I know it because I can see it. So slowly and gradually, I decided to take this up professionally, and now I have been helping people across the globe from last 18 years in Vastu, numerology, astrology, coffee cup readings, and I have trained over 1 lakh students across the globe, taking sessions India and abroad, and that is how the journey is.
Well, that's really great to hear. So, ma'am, how does your work help corporate people, and does name and signature really help in our finances and career?
Yes, of course, because there are two things constant in someone's life. Like when you're born, your date of birth is constant, and till the time you are alive, rather even after that, you're known by your name. है ना? Jawaharlal Nehru, Rajiv Gandhi, you know them by their names, right? So name never dies. So having a right name which is in sync with your date of birth is very important. Now, when you hire someone in a corporate, for example, you're hiring someone for a sales job, right? And looking at the signature or his handwriting, you see that he is a pessimist. He is a person who's a very introvert person. So it is going to be a mismatch. So guiding, we help them from the recruitments till to the sales to the placement of the objects in the organization.
Yeah.
Even the color of the visiting card, where the logo should be placed, the direction of the hoardings to increase the business and the sales. And things like when employees are stressed, helping them with simple remedies like grounding or using crystals, we help them balance their energy so that in the stress environment, the employees can perform well.
So, what are your plans for future? Like, where do you see yourself in the next coming years?
See, my aim is that each one of us should have the basic knowledge of healing ourselves. You know, when we can heal ourselves, then only we can perform in a family or in an organization. So,
Yes.
a personal and a professional life can only be balanced if you yourself are you.
Yes.
Right? So I see myself spreading healing energies, or maybe teaching each one the knowledge of healing so that they can at least start from themselves.
Yes.
Modalities like Reiki or angel healing, or maybe simple things like numerology, house signature, mobile number can help themselves. So at least each one of us can help each other in a family, and then they can perform outwardly. So that's my aim.
That's really great and impressive. So the next question is, manifestation is a common term nowadays. So can you tell how does it work actually?
So now I give you a very simple example. Every one of us, each one of us, your grandparents also, have been doing havans, puja, mantra chanting, and many other things, right? Why do they do that? That, for good health or to attract prosperity. Or even I give you an example of Diwali. You light diyas outside your house,
Yeah.
and you pray with your full energy and a belief that Lakshmi ji will enter the house and give you prosperity. What is that? You're manifesting that. And since you are celebrating it with happiness, you have a belief that it is going to happen. You have faith in God that He is going to bless you with that all prosperity. So, in a simple and layman language, You have been manifesting since the time you were born. But like when you put faith, when you put affirmation, when you put your belief, and when you start living in that moment, the manifestation starts.
Yes.
Now you will ask that for some people manifestation does not work at all. Right, some people say that we have been believing, we have been working hard, but manifestation is not happening. So I'll tell you, if you believe in something, it will work for you. There are people who write for 21 days that I'm rich, I'm attracting money, but they're not believing it. Subconsciously they are feeling कि यार ये पैसे आएंगे कहाँ से, where will the money come from? शायद मुझे पैसे आएंगे ही नहीं, मैं पता नहीं क्या लिख रहा हूँ, ये 21 बार लिखने से क्या होगा मन में. We are thinking like that, but we are writing as a ritual. So manifestation is about reprogramming and rewiring your mind. And when you start living in that moment,
Exactly.
the manifestation starts. So manifestation can be for the simplest thing like I want to own a car by July 2025 or my birthday. But you have to see yourself driving the car, you have to see yourself sitting in the car, you have to visualize the color of the car, and you will see that will happen.
Yes.
But manifestation also says it has to be realistic. I say I'm earning 1 lakh rupees probably a month, and I say I'm owning a Jaguar. So you're unrealistic, right? It has to be in steps. But once you reprogram your mind, once you rephrase what you are desiring, and to live in that moment, manifestation will happen.
Well, I saw that happening in my life also. That if I was manifesting something, I started living it like
Yes,
that form
yes,
only.
of course.
Like my lifestyle changed into that unique way.
You need to
only.
believe it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Earlier, people used to say, fake it till you make it. I would say,
Yes.
believe it and you will make it.
So, what's the point of saying I'm happy, I am rich, I am healthy when you are not following those things?
Yeah, you're not believing
to
it.
become that.
Yes.
You are eating all those junk foods and you are saying I'm healthy. You're not working hard and you're saying I'm rich. So,
Yeah.
what's the point?
So that's why I'm saying it has to be realistic also.
Exactly. I totally agree with that. So the next question is that how can one stay positive? Any specific remedy or method that you can share?
See, when you start living in the present moment, in whatever you desire, you will automatically be satisfied. When we start living in the future, we are dissatisfied. Because we are thinking that we don't have this, I want this by July, I want this by January. You start living in the future. So then you automatically, subconsciously have created that lack in your mind.
Yeah.
So when you stop living in the future, whenever you make affirmations also, it has to be future present tense, that you already have it or you already are doing it. That means you're removing that lack. So if you remove the lack from your life, you are going to be happy. One, positive. Second is that whenever you face a difficulty, try to learn out of it rather than saying why it is happening or how it is happening. Try and find out what lesson it is giving me, and you believe me, you will find marvelous ways to come out of it. And third, a very simple remedy is the grounding remedy. Just remove your shoes, remove your belt, leather basically, to remove the leather out of yourself. Sit in open sky and start breathing and visualize white light showering from the sky over you. And slowly and gradually you'll see, let loose your body, and slowly and gradually you'll see all the energies are moving down and you are balanced. Do it for 5 minutes, you will see the change in yourself.
So my last question for you is, what do you have to say about aura?
See, all of us have an aura. Like we are sitting here, you're dressed up professionally. So you are creating an aura of an interviewer or a professional person, because it's a professional platform, right? When you go for a party, you are dressed up casually. So what you're doing, you are throwing out that aura of relaxing and enjoying. So anything and everything which you can see around yourself has an aura. And aura is an electromagnetic field. It's scientific term, right? It's an electromagnetic field around us. And when we are sad, when we are depressed, for example, this room is dirty, you're not cleaning it, that means you will not like to sit here. Why? because the aura is down of that place,
Yeah.
right? So when you beautify it, there are beautiful lights, you will like to have a coffee, enjoy, that means the aura is enhanced.
Yes.
So aura is basically the electromagnetic field around us, which each one of us, even the non-living things, have. To clean or to keep the aura positive is one, you can take salt bath daily or wipe your house with salt, rock salt. And second method that I told you, visualize a waterfall of white light energy around yourself or in your house, and see all black energy and negativity going out. Definitely dust and all, you have to clear it off.
Yeah.
But for aura, you can balance out the energies.
Well, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable insight, and I'm sure it has helped us a lot. Well, that was Dr. Tara Malhotra with us. Thank you so much, ma'am, for
Thank
joining
you.
us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.